ceremonial hot air balloon going off Irvine Great Park.
I'm a little afraid of heights, but it looks like fun.
All right, we're at the Electrified Expo. Yeah, Electrified Expo, Irvine, California. Gonna do something a little bit different. There's a lot of different electric vehicles here, and we're gonna try to just cover it all and just experiment with it. I mean, usually I'm just focused on electric bikes, but we're gonna see electric cars, electric scooters, motorcycles, skateboards. I don't know if I'm gonna ride any skateboards because I haven't done that since I was pretty young, and I don't wanna fall again. I have a little temporary tattoo right here. Don't show that too much, Tara. But a little embarrassed about it, but these things happen. So the music's pretty loud, so hopefully you guys can hear me to a reasonable extent. Oh, the key, the van to the key, the van to the key. Steven, this is Steven.
Hello.
Works in Long Beach, just fulfillment. He's the expert that's like helping to get your bike built up to you safely. But you need the key to the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We did drive here. Don't judge me. Yeah, so this is the first one of this event, but I think they have other ones planned. Seems to be pretty well planned out and a pretty large event. Electric cars here, which is kind of interesting, and I think they probably bring a certain maturity to these types of events where historically bike events, they're not always so like well put together, but the car companies are bringing big money to this thing. So Hyundai is really pushing hard on this one. I think they seem to be probably one of the main exhibitors here. Volvo, I mean, everybody's getting into the electric thing. I mean, the same thing happened with electric bikes, really, where a lot of these bike brands that kind of held out for a while and then eventually they got it, you know, it just seems inevitable. I don't know, is there many car manufacturers that are not doing it at this point? I'm not really sure. You know, one thing about electric cars, they still get stuck in traffic. Remember that one. This kind of interesting, Jeep's got a new electric version. Do you think like eventually everything is going to be electric? Do you think that we'll actually still have combustion engines? I mean, it seems like some cities are saying no combustion engines after a certain date. So I imagine if these type of manufacturers want to still be able to sell in those markets, they're going to need to adapt, and maybe that's what they see going on. But I don't think this is actually electric. It's a plug-in hybrid. I respect the direction they're going. It's cool to be able to see the insides of what's going on, and electric in the back and a normal motor and transmission up front. So this Polestar seems to be growing in popularity. They do a lot of marketing in California. Pretty nice. Internals of the battery up on the wall. Interesting.
The Polestar is actually from the parent of Volvo. It was actually originally their performance end of the market for them. So they came out and became their own entity. It has two different versions of the Polestar, two now. So one dual motor, and the dual motor will give you 249 for range, and the single will give you 265.
It's an interesting thing, a place like Manhattan, I mean, I guess they're increasing the charging infrastructure. I mean, that's probably one of the bigger challenges to contend with in a place like New York, I would imagine.
So what they're doing to basically catch up with the infrastructure, because it's not open lots, like we have malls and other places, a lot of the parking garages underneath, they're actually putting the charging stations there.
Actually, a friend of mine's an electrician. He said that he's been doing a lot of work in that space lately. This is pretty nice. My only experience previously with the electric car is the Tesla. This has a similar sort of feel for it. I do get this like Volvo sort of vibe a little bit going on here. I think like some of these, whatever sort of geometric shapes, I just feel like there's some of that stuff feels that way. This topic comes up sometimes in our space, electric bikes, bike versus car and that sort of thing. And certainly some people do decide to get rid of their car. There's still some sort of situations of travel where a car still makes a lot of sense. And I certainly, don't judge people that drive cars. It's, some people that work in our space might at times. So I think we all got to work together and just do the best that we can and use the best tool for the job. I mean, it certainly seems like Tesla has a majority of market share currently for electric cars, but I wonder when some of these larger companies start to put some more energy behind it, what happens? I mean, one of the big things we talked about is charging infrastructure. They've developed a lot of that, and I think that that's a big deal, and I think that that probably helps them to maintain that market lead. This is pretty cool. Nanoceramic coatings and films. I think you could use this for your bike, probably. Up until I came close to it, I didn't notice it at all.
So Ceramic Pro specializes in everything basically infused with ceramic technology. And we have a coating which is liquid. So basically we have bottles that now, like for example, everything that we do is ceramic. So a care, you know, like a maintenance product will have the ceramic.
So it's
but
always leaving some residue of that to protect
to protect it, make it
everything underneath.
hydrophobic, make it UV resistant,
Yeah.
less oxidation, less friction, etc. And then we have the films, which basically, and this is something that came more towards addressing the issue of hard hitting rocks.
Right.
The film is going to be a better solution for it.
Well, I made a friend and got some freebies, which is pretty cool. She was actually the founder of the company, and I think we're going to work together. I think we're going to try this out and probably offer it as a service that we can coat people's bike with this ceramic coating as an option. I mean, they also have the film and stuff like that, so that's something we might potentially do. Custom film kits, that could be kind of cool, but Sierra electric motorcycles, been seeing some of these rolling around, pretty cool.
We have two models, our Ion S and our Ion X, basically our street and our dirt version.
And they seem to be pretty affordable price compared to some electric motorcycles can be pretty costly.
Yes, very competitive. The thing I like about it a lot is the modularity of it. Your
batteries and
are
stuff like that.
Single packs, you can take them out, put them on the side, charge them, and swap them out like that if you're a motocross rider.
If you were to get one of these, what color would you guys get?
I think I kind of like the black one.
The black?
Are these the only colors?
If you got black, I would borrow it. I don't think I would borrow the pink one.
This is all made here in the US. Everything is assembled here. So one battery is 25 miles. Two batteries is 50 miles total. The idea of this is it's much cheaper than gas, and also it's no maintenance. There's no maintenance on those.
Yeah.
It's 100% electric.
So we're all UC Irvine engineers.
Okay.
This is one of our senior design projects that we've been working on.
You race this on a track or what?
Track and autocross courses.
Oh, okay.
So cones.
Oh, so you do like a parking lot, you set up cones and stuff like that?
Yeah.
You let me drive it?
There's no battery in it right now.
Maybe tomorrow? All right. I don't think they want me driving that thing. All right, got some electric skateboards, that's cool. Evolve, loaded. It's interesting, like these are the wood boards, and then those they have wood and some other sort of composite materials, I guess. They do Tesla mods. This one looks like it's got air suspension on it. This is our true competition here. You know, people say we compete with cars, but in those older communities, I think we really compete with electric golf carts. I don't know, what would you rather have, the electric golf cart or a cargo bike?
Cargo bike.
You could be, you know, truthful. I mean, what do you guys think? Does anybody out there own one of these things? I mean, you don't get any exercise on a golf cart, but you can carry more passengers.
Yeah.
Here's another one of these kind of like scooter, mini bike, e-bike setups. I've been seeing they've been growing in popularity. I've seen some of these in New York. I think that Super 73 kind of popularized this design. Little peg setup. I think this concept of being able to carry a adult passenger on a bike is really pretty nice. This is Kia, all electric, 2022. Yeah, everybody's getting into it. They're going hard. I like this paint job on here. That's pretty slick. I think that's one of the challenges with this. Shows fingerprints more. But it's interesting. They still got the engine in the front. You don't have the frunk. There's no frunk here, but I guess they have the real trunk though. Is this all electric? It's interesting because they have, I think this is antifreeze. This is windshield wiper fluid. You know, winter is coming. Don't forget to change your headlight fluid. Just remember that one. Did you know about headlight fluid?
There's no such thing.
Okay, yes. But you thought about it for a second though? I don't know. I think I gotta stick to bikes here. Let's go check some more of that out. Yeah, do it. Don't be shy, Aisha. Tara's not on the camera, so I can't joke about her as easily. It's not as interesting. It's not as entertaining. I'm really not this mean in person, am I?
He's
Okay.
actually really, really nice.
Okay. Need I say more? ID.4, this is relatively new for the States now?
Yeah, it's on the roads. People have been doing deposits. Since we're making it in Germany this year, you do a $100 deposit, and then it gets shipped to a dealership. With your 3 years of free fast charging with Electrify America, we still have our $7,500 tax credit. So
You had the e-Golf before, right?
We did, but the e-Golf wasn't designed from the ground up to be an electric car.
Right.
It was just kind of
It's
a Golf
modified,
that they took a Golf platform. They put as many batteries as they could. It was a great car, a lot of fun, but the range was never quite there.
Right.
So now we have this new, it's called the MEB. It's a modular electric chassis that is actually a lot more space for the battery pack.
So this thing's from like the 70s. One of the things, we have to use vans currently for our business to deliver bikes. Sometimes we're affording other people the opportunity to be car-free by using our vehicles to deliver their bikes and things like that. But I would like to eventually have an electric van. That could be pretty cool. But at the moment, there aren't too many on the market, but it was just explained to me that they're gonna have a van version that's gonna basically work on this ID.4 platform, and they'll have a cargo version as well. Maybe that's in our future. Or maybe we'll experiment with one of these other things like the Rivian, this is what like Amazon's using. That would be nice. I mean, we'll have like a solar powered warehouse and charge the van, and we could be like all this, you know, green, happy family. And we got Radpower here. They're one of the larger sellers of electric bikes. I want to say manufacturer. I guess technically they're a manufacturer. Certainly very big in the more like affordable space or the lower price tier. I think they start around $1,000. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Livewire. It's interesting because they mostly removed the Harley Davidson branding. They actually separated out the electric bikes that they introduced as well, and that's called Serial 1, and then there's the Livewire. So they have these separate brands. I think it's interesting when companies make choices like that, but initially it was Harley Davidson, but now it's the Livewire. Other fun fact, I actually owned a Harley Davidson at one point in my life. I thought it was pretty cool back then. Glad I don't gotta wait on that line. But actually, that's a big deal though, because you know people are waiting on a line to pay $20 to come in here. It must mean that people are interested in this sort of stuff. I think 10 years ago, I imagine that probably wouldn't be the case. 10 years ago, you know, electric cars and vehicles and bikes and all that sort of stuff, it was reserved for just the strange, nerdy types. Really, think about it. It's interesting how this trend evolved, and how critical is it for something to be perceived as cool in order for it to actually gain traction. I mean, I think about like what Tesla did for the electric car market. That's what he did. He made electric cars cool, and now suddenly everybody wants one. I mean, maybe it's also that they became more accessible and usable, and the infrastructure improved and the battery life improved, but motorcycle shop selling e-bikes. Everybody's doing it, kids. Everybody's doing it. Harley Davidson, Serial 1, they have some interesting innovations on here. They have the Enviolo automatic on there. So they use the Bros motor. I don't know that they're so public about it, but it's cool. This one's actually single speed. This is something I've been thinking about actually. Single speed electric bike. So a center drive motor with no rear gears. And I'm wondering if that's actually a practical application. Do you think that that would be something interesting to you? I have this concept in the future where we have like a very lightweight, very simple electric bike that doesn't have gears, and just in the aim of keeping it very lightweight and everything like that, and less maintenance and stuff. So
it reminds me of a long time came Poly where that guy hires the film crew to follow him around, like they're doing an A&E special on him.
Was it like an ego thing? He just like did it like yeah. This is just all an ego thing. I'm just like bringing guys around, making me feel special. Who's that guy? You know, they're following around with the cameras.
He must be important.
It's the Prime Minister of Guam.
I watch your videos all the time.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
I watch your videos all the time.
Oh, cool, thank you. What's your interest in the event today? What do you do?
Well, the Volvo.
Okay.
For one.
You have an electric car right now, or?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Yeah, but you're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it in the future, yeah.
So the Volvo or the Polestar, you know, like they're connected apparently. I didn't know that until
really?
today, but yeah.
Yeah, I asked, but they only have the XC40.
Yeah.
I asked when they're going to make the larger 60. They say probably next year. That's when
Oh,
they're coming
okay.
out with the 60.
Why would you go with like the Volvo over another brand?
Throw my e-bike inside.
All right, I like it. I like
e-bike
it.
already.
Yeah.
And he
there
wants
you go.
another one.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear different people's perspectives on these things. I'm still learning, and I don't know if I'm going to do research in that space. I mean, right now, I'm fortunate to be in a place where I don't actually need to use a car very much. How's it going? Good, good. Oh, so take a 220 and pump out two circuits?
It lets you share your existing circuit that you already have with your EV charger, but it does it in a smart and a super safe way. So the way it works is it switches full power between the two sockets.
Oh,
so it will never overload your circuit. It only does one, and so you can just plug it in, and it takes you like like 30 seconds to plug it in.
Yeah.
And now you have fast charging. You have 240 volt charging for your car right away, 30 seconds. It'll let you run the dryer whenever you want to.
Right.
And then when the dryer stops, it provides power to charge your car.
Oh, okay.
So out of 24 hours, what do? Two hours with the dryer.
Right.
So 22 hours you're charging your car and you just plugged it in. So anybody can do it. And you don't have to check that you have more power in your house because it's using an existing circuit.
You know these guys? You guys know these guys? I think they'll mind if I just hop on this thing and go. This is actually a very new bike. My first time seeing it in person. Coaster Cycles, American company, and they do pedicabs. And now they're doing it with the Bosch motor. Howdy, y'all. All right, so we got Steven here with Bosch, and he's actually going to do a little walkthrough of this special concept bike. This is maybe some future technology that we might see on e-bikes
Yeah, we've had lots of people coming by the booth today actually wanting to buy this particular e-bike. This bike doesn't exist in the market. This is a special concept bike that we put together really to show off our system and how well it can integrate, but also the direction we see the market going with more and more integration, even the rear suspension being integrated into the bike, but everything from the lights integrated within the frame.
This frame is carbon? Or?
This is a carbon frame, yeah. It's just interesting to see all of this together. And for many years, e-bikes were sort of kind of a fringe thing, kind of on the outskirts, but you come to an event like this and you see e-bikes they're coming into the mainstream. Everybody's familiar with them, everybody's coming by, asking questions, interested in purchasing e-bikes.
Right, it's not like, what is that thing? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's an electric bike. Tell me more about that electric bike.
Yeah.
And I was talking about that before. I mean, electric cars were that way as well as electric bikes, and it takes companies like Bosch and other companies to make it cool, make it really like slick and something real, not just like a science experiment.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what it was for a long time, effectively was. And it's making it accessible to just general public, making it easy that anyone could just hop on it and like not hurt themselves riding it, you know.
So Coaster is a phenomenal company based in Montana, actually.
Yeah.
It's our first bike partner in Montana, but are focusing now more and more on that last mile delivery topic.
Sure.
So they're manufacturing these in Montana and delivering
they're
them
actually building the frame there, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And delivering these to major logistics companies. If you're in an urban center, there's a high chance that you're going to start seeing packages delivered to your home or to your apartment with a vehicle like this. A full UL certified system that's attractive to a lot of people in this
You know, you spoke about UL. I mean, that's actually a really big deal and something I've been speaking about more, and I've been asking a couple of people when I'm going to these different booths and stuff like that, like, what are you guys doing about battery safety? And they said, oh yeah, you know, our batteries are safe. But are they really? Do you know that they're safe? Because I think actually most people don't, and they actually don't perform any sort of serious testing. They trust that, oh, this cell is made by LG or Samsung or Sony or whatever, but that's only part of the battle. That's actually not the big deal. The big deal is the battery management system.
Correct, yeah.
Your batteries are UL listed, and basically that means that they've been through extensive testing and their facility's been through testing. It's not an easy thing to do, and there's been some issues coming up in New York of fires from batteries, and I think that I really appreciate that you guys are doing it voluntarily, but I imagine there might be a future where it's not voluntary, where it's going to be required because there's a little bit of haphazard work that's going on.
See lots of things with different levels of sophistication entering the market. We made that decision from the very beginning that we were going to go UL. We were going to take on those extra costs and those extra steps. And over time, that will become more of a real requirement, I believe.
So the test track's been really popular, and I figure it'd be cool to go out for a spin and show you guys what it's like. Tara's gonna hop up in front here and be right back. Oh wow, I gotta wait online here. Oh, this breeze is nice. Yeah. This is pretty scenic. I like it. This is a nice little track. You got a couple little changes in elevation here.
It's a nice sharp corner.
Oh yeah. I think somebody wants to test ride this thing already. We're bringing it back, and there's been like a bit of a line, so I think we're gonna hand this right off to somebody. You gonna try this one out? Yeah.
Here. Here. That cool?
Yeah.
Just like a car seat.
There you go.
I did it.
Yeah,
I did it.
you've done that a couple times before, huh?
I couldn't find out.
Need one more to balance it.
All right, what'd you just eat, Tara?
A scone.
Did you eat gluten?
No. No, there's a gluten-free one.
Sure.
Oh, this is where I want to do. If we want to do a test ride, I guess you do the check-in here. Oh, they got a line here. Do you think they'll let us like cut to the front of the line because we got a camera? Agent, go talk to them. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna get in there. We'll figure out something. Somebody knows somebody. I don't want to wait on that line. Moment of truth here. All right, come on, we missed it. It's the shoes. It's the shoes. Nike. Come on. We're a sponsor. I mean, I'm open to different sponsors for shoes. You know, that's very nice. Nice accommodations here. We got a nice tree to hang out under. I like the color-changing paint that they got going on here.
That's wild.
It's pretty cool. Maybe we should paint an e-bike like that.
We should definitely paint an e-bike like that.
We're next in line. Next. Just stay patient here. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
You're ready to rock.
Yeah? Wow, a really tall person was sitting here last, I think. I feel like. So what's your name, by the way?
Max.
Max?
Hi, Max.
Yeah.
Do you know a little bit about the car? Or?
Totally. I'm supposed to be fully trained. There's no buttons. It's just a little bit of haptic feedback on the buttons on the steering wheel.
Oh, okay. I think I was hearing something about that.
Those are sliders, like the volume, like up right underneath the screen. That is the
Oh.
temperature.
Oh, okay.
So that's sliding, and when it's on, it works. And then the volume is to the right of that.
All right, he's trying to make us suffer here. He says no AC for you.
It kind of like wakes up when you sit down, but then you actually have to put your foot on the brake to turn it on to move and to use the air conditioner.
People are gonna look at me like I'm a real idiot, but it's okay.
No.
All for your entertainment. What do I do? Check the mirrors?
Yes.
Is this like a driving test? It feels like a little bit.
Now it
Okay.
is.
All right.
Twist that to highlight the R or the L.
I like these little touch points. It's
Right.
nice. Sometimes I like to just like see if I could figure things out without touching, like without
Yes.
somebody explaining.
Yeah.
I always say like good design, you should be able to just like figure it out without doing too much. Like I don't know if you feel that way, but this is nice. This is very chill vibes here. I feel like Southern California. This like really feels like at home here. You know, classic, auto, maybe. All right, power. I got to turn it on. 101 with computers, right? You say like, did you turn it on? Did you plug it in? All right, it's coming. It's coming. Hopefully it's not too loud for the camera, but
If you want to open
this thing?
it's that little valley in between the lights. Swipe it towards it.
Wow, we got some swipe action.
Swipe it.
You know, I think these are probably easier to clean too. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was real young, I used to detail cars. That was always something that was a little challenging to get in those like crevices. Well, I gotta say, I would accept you as a passenger any day. This is quite nice.
You to me?
Yes.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the bike. I'm so used to. Okay.
Oh, no.
Really, you know, ID.4. This should be available.
So this is actually available now. So
It's available now. Okay.
It is. So the Pro and the Pro S are available in rear-wheel drive. All-wheel drive will be coming within the next couple months.
Self-driving. Is this something? So what do we think? Is that something potentially in the future in the ID.4?
Yes.
Or?
So this does have adaptive cruise control and lane assist.
Okay.
And travel assist. So you can go a while not touching the steering wheel. It will keep you in your lane. It just won't change lanes for you.
Okay, so road trips and stuff like that, you can just kind of cruise on the highway and not really have to worry about it too much.
It's so nice. Yeah.
You shouldn't go to sleep, but you can kind of.
Definitely don't go to sleep because it will warn you. It'll actually
Tell you that
it'll
you're
break
sleeping?
eventually if your hand doesn't go back on the steering
Oh,
wheel.
interesting. This was really nice. I appreciate your patience with us. You've been a really good sport. This is
Oh, you guys have been the best of the day by far.
Wow, that's quite the compliment. Obviously, people are getting a little delirious here. By the way, you know this is going in the footage, right? So, okay.
Oh God.
Long day in the sun. It was a good time. You guys want to see like more of this other stuff? Like we generally just cover bikes, but on that note, we'll see you next time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Peace.